Hey, how's it going everyone? Got another backpack review for you. Thank you so much to Young's Backpacking for hosting. This is the Osprey Aura 65. It's just another one of Osprey's line of lightweight, good suspension circulation packs. Just going to go over some of the features and hopefully it'll give you a little bit more information for your buying decisions. Let's get started. Looking at the suspension, I love the suspension on this pack. I said it before, I think I talked about this similar system on the Atmos 50. Basically, check out the shoulder straps. Padded, but yet thin at the same time, so it doesn't feel bulky. I really like that a lot. And I love the fact that on these shoulder straps, if you look here, it's dimpled with these little holes that allows circulation along your shoulders so that you don't feel like you're going to sweat as easily. Good job with that. You got an adjustable sternum strap that goes on this tubular design, and great thing here, integrated whistle on the sternum strap. I don't see why you can't have this on every single backpack. This should be standard, but I like it a lot. Waist belt, also thin, padded yet thin, and also dimpled here, so you get a nice little bit of circulation. I just really like this design for the shoulder straps and waist belt. And if you can have a waist belt, put pockets on the waist belt as well. So I like that on both sides. You got pockets here, right, as well. Takes up a fair bit of room. Can hold some pretty sizable items, not just a cell phone, but even a GPS. And only thing is, I would have liked this to have been material instead of mesh, just because then the items would be protected from the elements. But even so, I'll take it. I mean, it's rare enough to find a backpack that has hip belt pockets anyways. Looking at the suspension itself, this uses what Osprey calls the AirSpeed system. Basically, you've seen this design on a lot of other packs before. Basically, it's the same concept. You got like a alloy frame sheet or frame that kind of bends away from your back and keeps the gear from resting up against your back. Then you have this elastic mesh back panel here, so that way it allows air to circulate in between your body and the main body of your pack, so that way you don't get sweaty back when you're hiking with this on you. So it's a nice design. Really like it. At first I was kind of iffy about it. I thought this would be wasted space, but seriously, after hiking for like miles and miles on a pack, you start to appreciate this system really quickly. This bag is hydration compatible, and before I forget, just to show you, you have the hydration port can come from left side or the right side of the bag, so it's great. Instead of having the loop hit you in the back of the head, I like that they had the option of having the hydration bladder coming out from either side of the pack. It is a top-loading design. Going to the front here, you got ice axe loops on either side, and you have gear compression straps right here. If they're not in use, you just leave them clasped. Otherwise, you have this quick attachment point where you can open this up, and then you can stick on, say, a sleep mat, sleeping bag, whatever, without having to loop it through the straps. So I like that fact that this uses a clasp to attach. Going to the side, it's the same on both sides. I'll just use this one because the tag's on the other side. Just undo the top lid here to give you a better view. You have side compression straps, one along the top and one on the middle right here. And the bottom one uses a diagonal design, so when you pull on this, it actually pulls from the bottom up against itself. So I like that. The one hit I will give for the compression straps though is it's fixed the way it is. See how it is? There's no clasp, like a quick attach clasp like this. I would have liked that to be on both compression straps. I'm guessing that's a weight saving feature just because zippers and clasps cost weight. Material doesn't really weigh in as much, so I guess they're trying to minimize the weight on this bag as much as possible, and they figure people won't need to quick release the side compression straps on the bag. So it's just a decision. I personally would have preferred the clasp, but I mean, I can work with this as it is. You got elastic side mesh pocket here at the bottom, and same thing for both on the other side as well. Side elastic pocket. On the top of the lid for this bag, you have zippered pocket. Takes up the entire part of the lid. And I do like the loop draw pulls right here. That way if I'm wearing gloves, all I got to do is stick my finger in versus trying to grab some little nub to pull on. So I do like using loops for the draw pull strings. I think I'm actually going to try to switch a lot of the loops on my zippers with this kind of design, just for easier access. Haul loop. Looking at the bag, you have this elastic mesh pocket for sticking a helmet in, and it's affixed by this clasp. So I undo this, and you can also adjust it for more room. Open this up, you can stick in lightweight helmet. This actually elastic pocket isn't as big as on, say, the Atmos 50, but I think you can make do with this. It's not bad. You got side zipper pockets right here on either side of this elastic pocket. So as I open this up, check it out. It extends all the way to the bottom of the bag, and it's quite roomy. Not as roomy actually as on the Atmos 50, even though this is a 65-liter pack. To compensate, I'll show you what this bag does have that the Atmos 50 doesn't have, in addition to the 15 liters of space. But yeah, these pockets are a little bit smaller than that one. But they're good. And just like on the Atmos 50, instead of having the pockets expand from the side, they expand out from the body of the bag. So it doesn't feel like it's compressing your gear. Let's give you a look here. Also, pocket on the other side. One thing I wish this had was a lot of bags that are top-loader design on the lid. There's not only the top pocket that you zip from, but there's also like a security pocket underneath. Would have liked that. This doesn't have one, so would have liked to have a zip pocket on the underneath of the lid. Going to the main body of the bag, quite expansive. After all, this is a 65-liter pack. You have small hydration pouch. Actually, this is unusual because the hydration pouch is actually quite thin. I would have expected the pouch to have expanded the entire width like most packs, but I'm guessing they want the pack to be the pouch to be fitted so that it doesn't jiggle about from the side to side. So they probably just chose this size for the hydration bladder, and it is secured by this clasp. If I undo this clasp, I have access to this zipper. It's pretty low key. If I unzip this zipper, I gain access to the alloy frame sheet and the mesh back panel. If I can stick my hand in here and rotate the bag. See that? So if you ever need to get to this frame for some reason, you can access it from inside the bag through that zipper access point. Now, I said that the pockets and the outer mesh pocket on the Atmos 50 are larger than this bag. So in addition to having 15 liters more space than the Atmos 50, what this does have that the Atmos doesn't have is there is bottom access in the main compartment. So if I undo these gear straps right here at the bottom, I can unzip and gain bottom access to the gear in the main part of my pack without having to undo the lid. And there is a separator right here to separate gear from the bottom and the top. And you can, if you look here, there is a compression strap on either side to tighten or loosen how much this presses down on the bottom section of the pack. One thing I would like though is I would have liked this to have been a complete seal instead of compression straps. I would have liked this material to extend the entire body of the pack and had a zipper access, so that way if I had wet or dirty gear, it wouldn't contaminate the stuff in the top compartment. So that's one thing I would have liked to seen, is have this be a zipper compartment instead. But as it is, this is a nice feature to be able to get to my items without having to go through the top lid. So that's it, guys. That's the Osprey Aura 65. Nice streamlined pack, bunch of features, great comfortable suspension. If you guys are looking for a bag with a lot of carrying capacity and want to be comfortable, you might want to give this bag a shot. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.